Very good afternoon to one and all. Hope all are familiar to me because I was teaching you in the previous classes, isn't it? So, in this year, class 9, I am here with you. I will help you to learn the geography. Now, we are going to the very first chapter of our geography. I hope you all are familiar with your textbook. Still, let me introduce that textbook. It is your geography textbook and we are going to take the very first chapter of our geography. The very first chapter, it is the size and location of India. Okay, the first chapter it is India, size and location. Actually, where is India located? How we can find India? We all are Indians, that's why it is very easy to locate India in a world map. But those who are coming abroad or outside from India, they want to know the exact location and size of the India. Okay, what are the things they have to refer? Clear? So we are going to learn the very first chapter of India, size and location. Am I clear, everybody? So, India is very ancient country, isn't it? And we know that here there was a lot of civilization was here. For example, the Indus civilization, isn't it? The Harappan civilization, all these were in India only. And about 50 years we are moving forward in all the field like the agriculture, economy, industry, all these fields we are moving forward. So, we want to know what is the exact location and more about India. India is our country, so we want to know what is the exact location and size of our country. So, the exact location, we know that we learned the latitude and longitude, isn't it? Latitudes and longitudes from class 6 onwards. Latitudes and longitudes help us to locate the places. That also we are learning, right? So, whenever these latitudes and longitudes are meeting, we get a square. That square is calling a grid. So, with the reference of these grids, with the help of these grids, we can locate all the countries, whatever it is, wherever it is, we can locate very easily. So, we have to know what is the latitudinal value of India and what is the longitudinal value of India. Okay? So, India is completely lies in the northern hemisphere. We learned the equator, isn't it? The largest latitude is equator. So, above part of the equator, that means equator is dividing our earth into two equal parts. One is northern hemisphere and down it is southern hemisphere. So, India is completely lying in the northern hemisphere. Okay? And the latitudes 8 degree 4 inch north. The latitude starting 8 degree 4 inch north and it is extending up to 37 degree 6 minute north. Okay? 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. That is the latitudinal value of India. Now, what is the longitudinal value of India? Longitudinal value 68 degree 7 minute east. Okay, 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute to east. See, you can see a comma here, right? This comma we can say it's a minute. We know that all these longitudes are referring as minutes because longitudes help us to calculate the time. So, we can say the latitudes 8 degree 4 minute north, it is extending up to 37 degree 6 minute north. That is the latitudinal value of India. Now what is the longitudinal value? Longitudinal value of India is 68 degree 7 minute east and it is extending up to 97 degree 25 minute east. Okay. Now this India is completely laying in the northern hemisphere, as I mentioned earlier, isn't it? Now Tropic of Cancer. After this equator, we learned that in the northern hemisphere, the main latitude is Tropic of Cancer. This Tropic of Cancer is dividing India almost half. We learned, I think class 7 itself, Tropic of Cancer passing through almost 8 states of India. Isn't it? So this Tropic of Cancer dividing India almost middle. Clear? So, India is completely laying in the northern hemisphere and what is the latitudinal value? It is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. And the longitudinal value is 68 degree 7 minute east and it is extending up to 97 degree 25 minute east. Children, now in your textbook you can see a map, page number 5. We can locate what is the latitudinal and longitudinal value of India. Now first I am going to show you what is the latitudinal value of India. You can see latitudes, see in the side you can see the down part 8 degree you can see, isn't it? What is the latitudinal value of India? It is 8 degree 4 minutes north. It is starting from here, you can see here in the west side of your map. Okay, just near to the Lakshadweep Islands, you can see 8 degree there. So India's latitudinal value, it is starting from here 8 degree 4 inch north to, it is extending from 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree, you can see 37 degree up. Just near to the Tajikistan, you can see 36 degree north, isn't it? Just above we can locate it is 37 degree 6 minute north. So this is the latitudinal value of India. What is the latitudinal value of India? It is 8 degree 4 minute north to, you can see here it is 8 degree 4 minute north to up to 37 degree 6 minute north. Is that clear to you? What is the latitudinal value of India? It is 8 degree 4 minute north from here to 37 degree 6 minute north. This is the latitudinal value location of India. Now we are moving to the longitudes. Okay, we know that longitudes, it is starting from 68 degree 7 minute east. 68 degree 7 minute. See, down part you can see. Just near to the Maldives, you can see 68 degree 7 minute east. Okay, and it is extending up to 97 degree up, you can see 97 degree or down. Why I am showing the both side? Because you don't want to confuse. We can locate in both up and down, either it is any side. Okay, so it is extending 68 degree east to 97 degree. 97 you can get, you will get the last just near to the Myanmar down or up, you can see 68 degree. Okay, and there are little more extension, that is 97 degree 25 minute east. So this is the exact longitudinal value of India. Is that clear to you? So India's latitudinal value is 8 degree 4 inch north and it is extending up to 37 degree 6 minute north. Okay, and longitudinal value it is 68 degree 7 minute east and it is extending up to 97 degree 25 minutes east. Hope this is very clear to you. Now Tropic of Cancer is passing through India and it is going through almost middle of India. Okay, so this is the location of India. Now we are going to learn the size of India. In India, the southeast Andaman Nicobar Island. We have two island groups. Okay, one is in southeast. It is in Bay of Bengal. The name of that island is Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, then southwest in the Arabian Sea, we can locate one island group, that is Lakshadweep Islands or Coral Islands. Clear? So, we have two island groups. One is, the direction is, one is southeast, that means it is lying in the Bay of Bengal. The name of that island is Andaman Nicobar Islands, and in the southwest we can see in Arabian Sea the Lakshadweep Islands. Is that clear? Okay. Now, the total land mass of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. What is the size of India? In total, we can say the land mass, it is 3.28 million square kilometer. Okay, while you are reading your textbook, underline all these things. Okay. Then, in total area of the world, while we are considering the area of India among the world, it is 2.4% of the world. Okay, the total land mass is 3.28 million square kilometer. While we are comparing to the world, the percentage is 2.4 among the world. Now, the land boundary. What is the land boundary of India? India's land boundary is 15,200 kilometer. Okay, India's land boundary is 15,200 kilometer, and the coastal line is, that means the shore of sea, it is 7,516.6 kilometer. Okay, the land boundary is 15,200 kilometer and the coastal line is 7,516.6 kilometer island. Clear? Now, what is the physical features of India? We know the direction of every map. We are showing the direction by putting a cross like this, isn't it? It is the north direction, south, west and east. So, what comes India's northern side? What comes the southern side? And what comes the east and the west? Okay. In the northern part, we can see the Himalayan mountains. Okay, in the northern part of India, it is completely covered, almost completely covered by the Himalayan mountains. Okay, and in the southern side, we can see the Indian Ocean. Okay, in the northern part, it is Himalayan mountain, and the southern part, it is covered by Indian Ocean. Okay, then in the east direction, we can see the Bay of Bengal. Okay, Bay of Bengal is located in the east side of India, and the west side we can see the Arabian Sea. Clear? North it is Himalayan mountains, south it is Indian Ocean, east Bay of Bengal, and in the west it is Arabian Sea. So, let me ask you one thing. What we can see in this picture? We can see almost the part of India is covered by water, isn't it? Almost the down part, very few part is connected with land and all other part is connected with the water. That's why India is also known as a peninsula. Peninsula means the three side which is covered by water. Okay, and there's another, we can say which country is also known as a peninsula. There are other countries also. Still, in the Asian continent, we can say this is the largest peninsula, that is India. Because we can see the three part of India is covered by water. Southern part it is Indian Ocean, east side it is Bay of Bengal and west side it is Arabian Sea. Only in the northern side it is covered with the Himalayan mountains or the land area more. Clear? Now, this is the physical features of India. Now, while we are considering the time of India, okay, we can see from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time difference between 2 hours. We learned the standard time of India. What is the standard time of India? It is 82 degree 30 minutes east, because our standard line is going through the Uttar Pradesh. The exact location is in Mirzapur. Okay, that longitude is going through the Mirzapur. It is in Uttar Pradesh. That degree is 82 degree 30 minute east. That is India's standard time. There are some time difference between India's states while we are considering from west to east. Okay, in the west we can locate Gujarat, right? And in the east we can see the Arunachal Pradesh. Actually, there is 2 hours difference, but we are not considering, because while considering this 2 hours difference, the time will be different from each state to each state. So, unitedly we took one time. We are following one time all India. So, from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is 2 hours difference which we are not considering. We are taking a single time for the whole country. Is that clear? Okay. Now, I will show you that in the map. Listen here. This is India among the world. Now, we can see in the northern side, we can see here it is covered with Himalayan mountains. Okay, the northern part of India is covered by the Himalayan mountains, and the southern part we can see it is Indian Ocean, and in the east part we can see here it is Bay of Bengal. Okay, it is Bay of Bengal, and the west part we can see the Arabian Sea. Now, we learned the main 2 island groups, isn't it? One is in Bay of Bengal and another is in Arabian Sea. In Bay of Bengal we can see the Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, it is somewhere here, Andaman Nicobar Islands it is. Andaman Nicobar Islands is in Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep Islands is in Arabian Sea. So, this is the exact location and size of India. We can see among the world India is located. See, down here it is part covered by the water. That's why we can say it is a peninsula, because 3 part it is covered by water. So, we can call India is a peninsula. Clear to you? Peninsula means while a land is covered by its 3 part. If it is covered the 4 part, we can call it is an island, but it is covered by only 3 part. That's why India is a peninsula. Is that clear? Now, India among the world. We are learning India among the world. India is almost laying in between of East Asia and West Asia. Okay, India is laying in the center of East Asia and West Asia. We can see in the east side it is Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Iran, etc., etc., Kazakhstan. Okay, and in the west side we can see China, Myanmar, Mongolia, etc. Okay, it is the central part of East and West Asia. Now, while we are considering about the world, it is a significant location. India has a significant location among the world. Why it is? Because anyone can reach from anywhere of the world, because we know that Vasco da Gama came to India first. From where? He came from the Portugal, isn't it? How he came? He came from this way, from the Indian Ocean, and he reached to the Calicut, right? Through the waterway. Then, if someone is coming, we learned in history, many kinds of kings and many kinds of rulers came from the abroad. They came from the land way, isn't it? And we know that we have a good connection in the previous period to China. We did the trading to the China. So, how we travel? Through the land, isn't it? So, from any part of the world, anybody can reach to India. And India was a country which is very rich in natural resources. That's why all the foreigners were attracted to India, and they seek the route to India, isn't it? So, those who came from the east, west, somewhere, anywhere from the world, they came to India. Some came from the land and some came from the sea route. That's why we can say India's location is significant. It is a significant location among the world. We can connect to all the part of the world. Clear? So that's all this chapter. We completed this chapter. We learned what is the size and location of India, what is the latitudinal and longitudinal value of India, and which are the two island groups of India. Isn't it? Now we have some islands as our neighboring countries. One is Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lanka is the major island country of India. Sorry, neighboring country of India. And another one is the Maldives. Okay, both are completely lying in the Indian Ocean. Okay, Sri Lanka and Maldives are completely lying in the Indian Ocean. India and Sri Lanka is separated by a small state, that is Pak State. Okay, and it is located completely in the Indian Ocean. So that's all the chapter of our very first chapter, India, size and location. Hope you all are understood whatever we have discussed today. So that's all. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.